Peter Obi lists 6 things he would do different in Tinubu's shoes as president. Hmm. Everybody know who Peter Obi is now, one of the presidential candidates for 2023. He has now listed 6 things he would have done if he was in Tinubu's shoes as president. The candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, in an interview on Thursday, highlighted 6 things he would have done differently if he was the Nigerian president compared to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. One is reduction of government costs. Obi emphasized the need for the president to lead by example in cutting governance expenses. He suggested that President Tinubu should utilize local hospitals and educational institutions to better understand and address the challenges within Nigeria healthcare and education sector. Another thing he listed that he would do differently is prudent borrowing practices. He criticized the current administration's borrowing habits, noting a significant increase in public debt. Obi advocated for borrowing to be tied to a developmental project rather than consumption, ensuring that loans contribute to tangible national development. Number three thing he said he would do differently is domestic engagement. Obi recommended that the president should travel by road occasionally to experience the state of public infrastructure firsthand. He recalled taking former President Olusegun Obasanjo on a road trip from Awka to Onitsha during his tenure as Anambra State Governor, which led to the awarding of a road construction contract. Before is addressing poverty and hunger. He expressed concern over the rising level of poverty and hunger in the country, criticizing the inadequacy of the new minimum wage in alleviating these issues. Obi highlighted incidents where citizens died in stampedes for palliatives, underscoring the urgency of addressing food insecurity. Number 5 is improving security. Obi described the security situation in Nigeria as unfortunate, pointing to the needless loss of lives due to banditry, terrorism, and kidnapping. He implied that a different approach is necessary to enhance the national security landscape. The last thing he said he would do differently is tax reforms linked to productivity. He argued that tax reforms should be thoroughly debated and linked to production. Obi contended that with a majority of Nigerians living in poverty, the government should focus on making Nigeria a productive nation before imposing additional tax on the populace. This is everything Obi said he would have done if he was a president, which unfortunately he is not our president right now as of this present time. So let's look at its reduction of government costs because he suggests Tinubu should utilize local hospital educational institutions to better understand and address the challenges within Nigerian healthcare and educational sector. Because without all this, I don't know what else is the country supposed to be. He should lead by example. If you check the the Senate House, the House of Assembly, if you check how much just senators earn per month, their cost of living, everything they earn, you find out that even the civilians, they are not even in our budget. That is why the hospitals keep declining in terms of resources, the educational sector too. is nothing to write home about because our educational sector is poor. That is why every Nigerian youth is looking for a way to get scholarship or move out of the country because how can an educational sector be so poor to this extent? It is not nice on a nation, on a country. And then talk about the borrowing practices, the borrowing habits. You don't even want to know the amount of loan we have borrowed from the World Bank. Every time they have a project, they borrow money. And the annoying thing is, you don't know where this money are going to because we are not seeing it on the roads, we are not seeing it on the hospitals, we are not seeing it in the educational sector. We don't even know where this money is going to. We don't. But yet they keep borrowing, piling debt, debt upon debt. Mm? So I actually feel like maybe Obi would have done a better job, but let's just leave it at that. Let's hope it is left at that. The domestic engagement. I don't think Tinubu has actually traveled by road. Every trip he takes, go to the airport, fly plane. Every trip he takes is flights. Even if he can go from Lagos or Abuja to the nearest states or city in Abuja, it is flight he's going to take. You should try going by road and see what the citizens and civilians are passing through with the potholes on the road, the damaged road, the distressed road. And maybe then it would swirl a hope in his heart to actually award a road contract to us. The poverty and hunger. You didn't want to talk about this because everybody knows how Nigerians are crying about poverty and hunger. Every day people die, every day numbers of people die due to hunger, poverty and the likes. It's not good on a nation's plate. It's not telling well about our nation. And so improving security insecurity. He said he's going to, he described our security situation as unfortunate. Yes, because it is actually unfortunate. Because I've heard stories of people getting kidnapped, people getting killed just because they want to travel. Even in your own house, people will break into your home and kidnap you. People will break into your home and rob you. There's terrorism all over the country and all that. And also the tax. I mean, if we can't feed properly, how do you expect us to pay additional taxes? There's some Nigerians they say person wey don't chop and they see money to do other things. Because without eating, how are you supposed to pay for other taxes? Well, let's leave this at this for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you. I hope you listen next time. Thank you.